Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen and gentle people. Welcome to the J Street Regulars Radio Hour. Hope you're all doing well out there. If someone can't hear me, if you can hear me or can't hear me, please let me know quickly. Yeah, I'm sorry about any past snafus here, but really happy to play some music for you tonight. So I'm going to play a bunch of original tunes, and I hope you enjoy them. And hope if you're feeling lonely or down about anything or just need to be picked up in any way, some song that I play at some point this night does that for you. So right now I'm going to change the comments onto the thing so I could see if anyone says, James, there's, an anaconda about to strangle you or something like that. One of these things that I really need to know very quickly. And, oh no, come on. And, loud and clear. All right. Like the mics and close. Thanks, Dad. Here we go. Let's see. I might play some songs over at the end if I'm not thrilled with them. Anyway, here we go. I love the high, lonesome sound of the high, lonesome places. That's the high, lonesome soul in me. Can't live in low down, worn out towns, lost and lonely, loveless mazes. That's the high, lonesome soul in me. Up from the coast, through the valleys, through the trees, where the streams run clear, from the mountain to the sea, you'll hear the high, lonesome sound of the high, lonesome places. That's the high, lonesome soul in me. Oh, up from the soil, through the fungi, through the trees, to the tops of the redwoods, you can hear it on the breeze. That's the high, lonesome sound of the high, lonesome places. That's the high, lonesome soul in me. All right, thank you so much. The high, lonesome sound. Well, thanks for tuning in, folks. Great to have a chance to play some music, and got some new songs for you tonight, and I'm just going to play a whole bunch of originals, so I hope you enjoy them. Next song is a song that I wrote when I was sitting out on the porch here at the sanctuary, watching the sun come up, and it's been a very therapeutic practice for me. Lately I put words in no order at all on tiny scraps of paper. Shake 'em loose, let 'em fall. ever feel this way? A sunrise, a canyon, a cosmic painter. The stars spinning with abandon as the morning grows fainter. Forever, forever, each day. Does anybody else ever feel this way? Well, you don't have to be good, but I wanna be. You don't have to be good, but I wanna be. Oh, someday you'll be good. Well, then I'll be free. A voice seems to say, does anybody else ever feel this way? A Buddhist, a cowboy, going south in a car, both blessed by the same joy. It doesn't matter who they are or whether they pray. Does anybody else ever feel this way? Well, you don't have to be good, but I wanna be. Well, you don't have to be good, but I wanna be. Well, someday you'll be good. Well, then I'll be free. A voice inside seems to say, does anybody else ever feel this way? Colors flash by this highway in the sky. Thoughts blown away like a poem to rise with every new day. Does anybody else ever feel this way? Does anybody else ever feel this way? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thanks everyone for tuning in. I appreciate that, Nick Drake. That's very nice. Very nice comparison. Actually, that's a song that I was thinking about the concept of unconditional love, which I've talked with my friend David about. So that's very much inspired by that idea that it doesn't really matter who you are, the sun is going to rise for you, or even what you did, which is sometimes a great blessing, you know. Sometimes you don't even really know what to do, and you can make all kinds of mistakes and blunders in life, and try to do your best. Some of what you do is good, some of it's not so good. The next day you wake up early if you're lucky, and the sun rises. Well, here's a brand new song that I wrote while the sun was coming up this morning. The moon was very beautiful. She waxes, she wanes, she never remains full or idle. And she always returns, and so do I, so do I. She gives as the night, and day cannot rob her of her dreams. They wane and they wax and they return, singing gratitudes to the sun. She waxes, she wanes, she never remains full or idle. She always returns, and so do I, so do I. She gives as the night, and day cannot rob her of her dreams. They wane and they wax and they return, or singing gratitudes to the sun. She waxes, she wanes, she never remains full or idle. She always returns, and so do I. All right, thank you. Very brand new tune there. I called it She's Like the Moon Singing to the Sun. And, you know, I think I just really feel like recording some songs tonight, so I'm going to have it rolling on the machine back there, and I'm just going to play a bunch of original songs, and then when I'm done, I'm going to Play them again if I still feel like it, so if you feel like sticking around. But that's asking an awful lot. Or you can just leave and come back later. I'll still be here. Anyway, I hope everyone's doing well out there. And I'm going to play all my greatest hits. Here's a really old one here. A song I wrote several years ago. Even while you comfort me, my heart grows more lonely. I feel like that's too fast. Here we go. Show business is so weird without a real audience. It's such an interesting thing. I have to go on that faith that there's a connection happening, and I really appreciate everyone taking the time to spend some time with me. This is a song about being with someone and then not being with them and realizing how lonely you were, but you were never letting yourself be. Even while you comfort me, my heart grows more lonely, knowing you will leave me again. This hole here in my heart, dear, is bigger than when we started, dear. And I know when I wake up, you'll be gone. The time I had with you has made me realize a thing or two about how lonely my life has been. So though you must go away, my heart keeps praying that you'll stay. Don't let me be alone again. The time I've had with you has made me realize a thing or two about how lonely my life has been. So though you must go away, my heart keeps praying that you'll stay. Don't let me be alone again. All right, thank you very much. Thank you. It's a song I wrote years ago. Here's one I wrote days ago. Have I lost my mind? Is there a question? Have I gone crazy? I cannot answer. Time is just a line, a twisting passage, and I'm trying to find some missing marbles. Have I gone nuts? Without a doubt. And am I insane? Who can be sure? But there's a right way to do the wrong thing. It's true when the right thing to do is completely garbled. Mostly I see nothing but your eyes inside my mind fill my life with the dream I have of you. Sometimes the clouds reflective hue and turn the brown grass and the green fields to blue. But mostly I see only with these eyes inside my mind that fill the sky with the dream I have of you. Oh, is this love? It's in the doing. Is this heaven above, the love we're making? So when the letters fall away from the words I didn't say, I know the one word remaining is you. 'Cause mostly I see nothing but your eyes inside my mind fill my life with the dream I have of you. All right, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you very much. Brand new song there. Probably called The Dream I Have of You. We always like to joke around that you can replace you in any song with the word shoes. So, mostly I see nothing but your eyes that fill my mind, that fill my life with the dream I have of shoes. Or you can replace love with lunch. That's always a good one. Is this lunch? It's in the doing. And is heaven above the lunch we're making? See, it goes. You know, you got to get a little fun out of life one way or another. So, well, I hope you're enjoying the music, folks. Those are a couple of brand new songs that I played here so far, and I'm just going to play a whole bunch of original tunes here. Let's see. And I think I'm just going to play guitar tonight. So, I hope you like the guitar. Here's a classic. A little cottage in the woods by the sea, with just what's important, just you and just me. No big plans for money, advancement and all. I like to dream small. I'll sell all my stuff. You know I've got way too much, and I know I'll find gazing in your eyes is enough. Just birds in the springtime and apples in fall. I like to dream small. And when we yearn to travel, we'll take a trip up the coast for a day. I know there's always troubles, but under the stars we'll dream them away. And the fanciest thing that we'll own is your smile, so darling, that could never go out of style. I love you, you'll love me forever, that's all. I like to dream small. take a trip up the coast for a day. I know that there's always troubles, but under the stars we'll dream them away. And the fanciest thing that we'll own is your smile. And darling, that could never go out of style. I love you, you'll love me forever, that's all. I like to dream small. All right, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. I hope you're enjoying the music, folks. Once again, my name is James Alfred Tyson Zeller. And thanks, Mom, for tuning in, and Dad. Anna Thaler and CZ and family. I don't know who else there, E.G. Manny. Bingham. Brett Schuler. Oh, hey, Brett. Oh, I like that. Did you mentioned, said you have, yes, I have felt that way about the song that I wrote. Oh, thank you. That means a lot, Brett. I appreciate that. I've been feeling a lot of ways lately. Here's a new song I wrote, or a song I wrote a couple weeks ago. It's a song about a song, and it has some autobiographical material, but then it very quickly spins off into a bit of a wild fantasy. So perhaps it has some past lives in it. It's called All But the Song. But he used to write, and she used, oh, I gotta remember my own song here, so give me 1 second. All right, here we go. But he used to write, and she used to draw. They climbed up on the roof and stayed up there till dawn, making music and dancing like time couldn't end. But it's all gone but the song. The sweetest song that they made that night. The lyrics said nothing could ever go wrong, but love like the night with the dawn had to end. And it's all gone but the song. But the song lives on. The memories die and people move on. The romance of night, like stars in morning, fade with the dawn. And without any warning, what seemed right seems so wrong. You know, someone was laying down below in the dark, just trying to sleep the night through in the park. And he could hear those lovers like angels above, and dreaming when he hummed along. And the music awoke in the man's heart, something he hadn't felt in so long. In the morning, his memory of the night was all gone, all but the song. And those lovers, they didn't write the song down, but the man sat on the corner and he sang for the town. And he always made money with that mystery song, never knew where it came from. And pretty soon others were singing the tune in the newness of morning, at night to the moon. The man died one day, he just faded away. Now he's gone, all but the song. But the song lives on. All memories die, people move on. And the romance of night, like stars in morning, fade with the dawn. Without any warning, what seemed right seems so wrong. But a mom heard the song, and she sang with her kids, who sang with their friends, who liked it a lot. She sang it with their cousins, who passed it along. They're all gone, all but the song. Because they all grew up, and they all moved away, and they lived long lives, and they all passed away. Their origins forgotten, like an unmarked grave. They're gone, all but the song. And now they play it at weddings, when the couples embrace. Fine restaurants and dumps, the song goes any place. So when the party is over, and the world spins on, it's all gone, all but the song. When you're lonely, it's on your car stereo. When you're driving to work, it's on the radio. It's in churches and bars, corner stores and salons. People keep singing the song. Through peacetime and wars, between enemies and friends, the song survives all, and the song never ends. And to think it began on one fateful night that is gone, all but the song. 'Cause he used to write, and she used to draw. They climbed up on the roof and stayed up there till dawn, making music and dancing like time couldn't end. But it's gone, all but the song. And the song lives on. All memories die, people move on, and romance at night, like stars in morning, fade with the dawn without any warning. What seemed right seems so wrong. It seemed right, it seems so wrong. But a remnant remains and will always be there in the hearts of all people, right where it belongs. And we all fade away from the earth, one day we'll be gone, all but the song. All right, thank you so much. Thank you, all but the song. I hope you're enjoying the music, folks. I'm just playing a bunch of my tunes tonight and playing guitar mostly. Hope everyone's doing well out there and hanging in there in these crazy times. Do I carry any memory of the things that came before? Or am I just a paper boat, a child pushed from the shore, floating through the wind and the rain and the storm, arriving here a miracle and water safe and warm? Well, I've been through so much, but it hasn't left a mark. Just a pair of pink hands fumbling in the dark. The dirt that covered them has washed off with the rain, and they are as before, pink hands and blue veins. Da 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 da. Oh, 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 da 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 da. Da 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 da. Arriving here a miracle and water safe and warm. Does air carry with it a remembrance of the past, of the people who have that breathed it, of the first ones and the last, of the ancient trees it loved, the living souls it touched, when it sank deep to the ocean, when it rose to skies above, to skies above, to skies above. Some people get to live while others have to die. I know there's no reason, but I can't help asking why. Did destiny bring me here, or was it all the chance? If God has some great design, that's a complicated dance. And do I carry any memory of the things that came before? Or am I just a paper boat, a child pushed from the shore, floating through the wind and the rain and the storm, arriving here a miracle in waters safe and warm? All right, thank you so much. Water is safe and warm. That's a song that I started to write in New York City when I was planning to move to Humboldt County, and I suppose it was some kind of a prayer. And it's ironic because the water is not warm out here at all, but it seems like a very apropos song for my eventual arrival in this wonderful place. And it certainly warms my heart to have some community support and have people tuning in and listening, and sending a lot of love out to all of you. And I hope you're all doing good, or just doing the best you can. And you know, or if you're not doing the best you can, then, you know, doing the next best thing to the best that you can. And so on down the line. And then, you know, if you're just doing, like, you know, if things are going rough, I hope they get better. And if you are having a really hard time, you can always think about the past and think about great experiences you've had and how heavenly life has been. And that's what this song's about. Heaven must be the warmth of all the love I've known. 'Cause nothing else could be as heavenly as what I've been shown. No one's angry at a flower when a blossom falls. No one curses at the moon for setting early in fall. Well, all good things must end is known by all, but it's when they end you see 'em coming round again. 'Cause heaven must be the warmth of all the love I've known. 'Cause nothing else could be as heavenly as what I've been shown. No one asks the moon not to wax or wane. No one asks the sun to always rise just the same. Oh, change must come. Well, that's widely known, but it's how the changes come that makes life beautiful. So heaven must be the warmth of all the love I've known. 'Cause nothing else could be as heavenly as what I've been shown. All right, thank you so much. Heaven must be the warmth of all the love I've known. Well, very true song for me. I've known a lot of love, and thank you all for sharing some with me at times and for tuning in. It makes me feel really great to play music, and it's hard to play when you don't know if anyone's listening. So these events on Mondays and Fridays have been integral to my happiness. So they've been part of the love that I've known, the warmth of the love that I've known. So thank you so much. Oh, thank you, Louise. I appreciate that. Water's safe and warm is beautiful. Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm gonna play a song that's a little bit tongue-in-cheek here. It's not entirely tongue-in-cheek. It's about love lost, but then it gets love lost. But it's like it's kind of a little bit of a silly sort of pride to this song, but then it sort of veers off into a question of what reality is. So some people go all their lives just looking for love that they never find. Well, I found the love of my life, and once her love was mine. She's gone now and our love is through, but don't think that I'm feeling blue. Though I'm down on the ground, I don't cry, 'cause once I could fly. And I caught the wind with one hand, I parted the seas, and I walked on dry land, and I held the moon under a spell. I worked more miracles than I can tell, but I can't turn back time, and once her love was mine. So young lovers, don't feel bad when you pass me by. No, keep holding hands, there's no need to hide your kisses and sighs, 'cause once her love was mine. And I walked down the passage of time like a hallway of mirrors, reflecting her eyes, and the beauty of life just serves to remind that once her love was mine. But I caught the wind with one hand, I parted the sea, and I walked on dry land. I held the moon under a spell. I worked more miracles than I can tell, but I can't turn back time, and once her love was mine. Now love's a thing you can't hold or own like the wind, or stop such as time, or keep like a dream lost in the night. But once her love was mine, and it could be that time is a dream, and all that exists is not all that it seems, and truth's just a lie we told enough times. But once her love was mine, and I caught the wind with one hand, I parted the seas, and I walked on dry land, and I held the moon under a spell. I worked more miracles than I can tell, but I can't turn back time, and once her love was mine. All right, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Well, I hope you're enjoying the music, folks. That's another original tune there. Once her love was mine. And kind of a silly one, a little bit tongue-in-cheek. Well, here's another song. This is a song that I was sitting on the front porch here at the sanctuary one evening trying to write a song. is a common occurrence. And I had this idea that this guy Gary, who walks by in the mornings and talks to me sometimes, it tells me all kinds of interesting things. I mean, this guy must just have piles of books where he lives because he has endless knowledge. That's where you get knowledge, folks. Is books, he doesn't have the internet clearly because he knows so much. It's incredible. And he always talks to me. And when he was done one day, he said, got to head off. I've got a date with my favorite park bench. So I said, there's a tune waiting to be written. So we'll see if I can play it on guitar here. Oh, more to the story. As I sat that evening later writing a song, my friend Hannah came by, who rents a studio space here, and she said, well, you want to walk down to the store with me and, get the groceries and whatnot and, just take a stroll, hang out for a minute. I said, well, I'm trying to write this song. She said, well, we could write it while we walk. I said, well, that's an excellent idea. So she came up with a lyric, because if you blink, you may miss. And then we came with fourth line, second verse, there's a twist. She came up with some of the other lyrics too. So this is a little collaboration with my friend Hannah. This song's not about what you think. So listen closely and don't you blink. 'Cause if you blink, well, you may miss. Fourth line, second verse, there's a twist. I've got a hot date, just wait and see. Always on time, right where they're supposed to be. And my thirst for romance, well, I've got to quench. 'Cause I've got a date with my favorite park bench. Oh, nobody knows me half as well. And we just sit there so quiet and still when the world in my gears throws a wrench. I've got a date with my favorite park bench. The backrest is always warm in the sun, and I feed the squirrels and birds just for fun. People passing all the while. From here on my bench, oh, the whole world smiles. So if you're lonely and need company, there's always a seat right here next to me on my one and only heaven sent, my always there for me, my favorite park bench. All right, thank you so much. My favorite park bench, my one and only heaven sent, my always there for me, my favorite park bench. Well, thanks Hannah and Gary for that's a double collaboration. I was talking to a new friend of mine, Brian, today, really wonderful person, who we're going to feature a little bit of his project, the Monster Project, on Wildcard Wednesday. This Wednesday we have, not Wildcard Wednesday, Wonders Day. This Wednesday we have a Wonders Day show that's going to be really wonderful. Some amazing poet that I just have become aware of. Local poet Vanessa Vertiak is phenomenal. She's really amazing. And Brian Schoenman works at a place called organization called Trajectory, and it's a really great organization that links people up and helps people collaborate on art pieces. And we're going to have a little special on a piece that they have up currently in Eureka, the Monster Project. So, but the reason I bring that up is because he said today that really everything you do is a collaboration. And you know what? Yeah, that's right. Everything you do is a collaboration. I really like that. That's kind of my takeaway, one of my takeaways for today. Well, I hope everyone's enjoying the music. Let's see. I'm trying to just play a whole bunch of original tunes and just keep rolling here until no one can even listen anymore because I've just been going for so long. It's really great to have a chance to play some music. Thank you, folks, for tuning in. And here's a kind of silly song that I wrote some time ago. Well, this is the story of the astronaut who's lost up on the moon. They filled the spaceship up with rocks, and they kinda ran out of room. They left air tanks and food and crossword puzzles and books, and they promised to come back real soon. But they forgot the astronaut that's lost up on the moon. And for a while he bounced around and thought about his life back home on Earth, and he decided he would ask his sweetheart to become his wife. But the years dragged on and on in that great beyond, until no one on Earth even knew that they forgot the astronaut that's lost, who is lost on the moon. And sometimes I look at the moon and I think of that poor lonely soul, and I hear an owl ooh-ooh-and singing the loneliest tune. And I know somewhere someone's lonely like me, the astronaut lost on the moon. The astronaut lost on the moon. Well, he probably wishes he'd been satisfied with everything that Earth could provide, and hadn't gone rambling off like a loon and got himself stuck on the moon. And he probably looks down from space, and a tear probably rolls down his face, and he misses the whole human race, and another tear rolls down his face when he misses that owl and her tune, the astronaut lost on the moon. All right, thank you so much. The astronaut lost on the moon. Well, there you go. If you're just joining us on the J Street Regulars Radio Hour, welcome. So glad you're here. My name is James Zeller, and trying to play some of my hit songs for you here. Hope you're enjoying it. I'm just gonna keep rolling and play a whole bunch of songs here. And, let's see. Now this one's always funny because there's this one chord that I can never quite play on the guitar. It's like, what I want to play is that. I go from here to there. really the kind of thing that you need to actually diligently practice. So when you hear me do it perfectly on this song and then it appears on my record, you say, James got real lucky that time. Because he tried to play it a bunch at the beginning and the strings kept buzzing. But good thing he did it anyway. Night is falling on the hills of blue. The twinkling lights of town. And oh, what a view. Laying here with you. We're happy as can be. Oh, baby, baby, lucky, lucky me. Trees were yawning, enchanted by the moon. The crickets were fiddling a final evening tune. Oh, you whisper sweetly as we fell asleep. Oh, baby, baby, lucky, lucky me. Birds are singing, the two of us awake. The sun comes shining, and oh, what a day. Your sleepy morning smiles, the sweetest thing I've seen. Oh, baby, baby, oh, lucky, lucky me. Oh, baby, baby, oh, baby, baby, oh, da 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 da, ba da 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 da, oh, lucky, 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 lucky. Lucky, 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 if I only was so lucky, if I only had that kind of luck. Oh, oh, baby, baby, lucky, lucky me. All right, thank you so much. Thank you. Lucky, lucky me. So that's a song about, I don't know, guy who's reading a really good book and he falls asleep and it's still there with him when he wakes up in the morning. And hope you're enjoying the music, folks. It's really makes me feel great to play, and realize in my life that I just need to play music. Pretty decent at cooking food and playing music. Those are two things that I mean, I messed them up, but only so much. So, it does feel really good to play. I appreciate it. It's 8:01, so I already missed the Instagram cutoff. And, if you don't feel like you have to keep listening to me, but I'm just going to keep playing music until I'm too tired not to. It's just the kind of night it is. And now I'm going to sing a little ode to the love of my life. That's right, coffee. My one enduring love who always comes back and is always there for me. Coffee, this is for you. Ooh, 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 the cartoon of my life. The life ain't worth living. What do I get for all that I'm given? I go to bed alone. All my dreams are bad, and I wake up in the morning still lonely and sad. Ooh, the cartoon of my life. Well, I guess I'll have a cup of coffee. Ooh, the cartoon of my life. My normal state is down, but a dark cup of joe always brings me round, and it's much more than nothing. Having coffee in my cup, the mist starts clearing. Whoa, that day is looking up. Say, whoa, in the cartoon of my life. Yeah, I guess I'll have a cup of coffee. And oh, I got a feather in my cap. I got coffee in my cup. Ooh, and my fingers start to snap. Snap, snap, snap. I'm gonna write me a song. Snap, snap, snap. I'm gonna right all my wrongs. Oh, snap, snap, snap. In the cartoon of my life. And just as soon as I have this cup of coffee. Part of the song where nothing feels quite right. It's like I can't quite play the guitar or remember what's the song about. What are the lyrics? It's like that afternoon is here. I'm feeling not quite right. It kind of feels like it's the middle of the night, but it's only like 3 in the afternoon. I don't know what's going on. I just can't think straight. Not sure what's wrong with me. Wait a minute. I never had my second cup of coffee. Oh, I got a feather in my cap. I got coffee in my cup. Ooh, and my fingers start to snap. Snap, snap, snap. I'm gonna write me a song. Snap, snap, snap. I'm gonna right all my wrongs. Snap, snap, snap. In the cartoon of my life. Well, as soon as I have this cup of coffee. All right, thank you so much. Thank you. The cartoon of my life. There. That's another song. I think I assume I wrote in the morning. I don't know. That wouldn't make sense. Well, hope you're enjoying the music, folks. Let's see. I'm gonna play let's see, here's another one. Here's another one of my greatest hits. I should say that this song is inspired by a childhood memory of my dad telling me what a sound in the backyard that we were hearing was. Sun setting after 9, 1,000 dragonflies gliding over grass at full beautiful summer height. A boy stands marveling at days that never end. Wings against the sky that won't give in tonight. And up from the town, through the neighborhoods, past grocery stores and schools, and right on through the woods, barreling past the broken bridge, and never slowing down comes the sound. Well, that's the evening train leaving town. That's the evening train. Leaving town. Sitting in an alley on a cracked old plastic chair, an old man with an old guitar lays a tune on the air. The wind stirs the dust like a spirit round his feet, and soft to his tired ears comes a memory down from the hills, across the broken bridge, through neighborhoods and schools, right on down the ridge, through the canyons of the city, and never slowing down comes the sound. Well, that's the evening train leaving town. That's the evening train. Leaving town. Sometimes a distant echo wakes me in the night from a dream that's rumbling and tumbling out of sight. The breeze outside lullabies the leaves, sounding just like summer sun as I fall back asleep. And up from the town, through the neighborhoods, past grocery stores and schools, and right on through the woods, barreling past the broken bridge, and never slowing down, and comes the sound. That's the evening train leaving town. That's the evening train. Yeah, I still hear my dad say, that's the sound of the evening train. Oh yeah, I still hear my dad say, that's the sound of the evening train. Leaving town. All right, thank you so much, folks. Thank you. Hope you're enjoying the music. That's the evening train. Well, thank you so much. Thank you everyone for listening. I'm going to keep going here just because I feel like it, but I realize it's already been a long show. So if any of you have to leave, I won't be hurt in any way. I'm just so grateful for all of you. Thank you so much for spending some time with me. I'd like to plug our Wednesday show coming up again, Wonders Day. And I'd also like to mention that we have the week after that. Is that the week after that? Boy, time just flies. It's incredible. The week after that is we're celebrating Women's Week with in conjunction with the Arcata Playhouse. Has an amazing series of events that are happening, a festival, as it were, called Zero to Fierce Festival at Arcata Playhouse. So you can find that by searching Playhouse Arts or just searching Zero to Fierce. Zero as in the number, fierce as in fierce, you know, that kind of thing. So, and we're going to have amazing all-women lineup that week on the show. So it won't be the usual characters won't be here, but instead there will be other people. And let's see, on Monday we'll have Jax, who's been on the show here several times, and Fig, who are both amazing. Tuesday will be Katie Belknap and Sarah Kay. Wednesday will be, I think it's on Wednesdays is Nigella, who did an amazing show here and is awesome. And Paula Jones Band pre-recorded a show here that's going to be fantastic. Then let's see, on Thursday, Vanessa Verdiak and Jennifer Trowbridge is going to play a set, which is going to be amazing as always. And then on Friday, Lindsay Battle is going to play some music. So lots of music. Play a song upon the strings of my heart. Play a song upon the strings of my heart. Like a hermit on a mountaintop, waiting for the day to start. Play a song upon the strings of my heart. Play a song upon the strings of my heart. Play a song upon the strings of my heart. Like a shipwrecked on the ocean floor, a sailor lost without a chart. Play a song upon the strings of my heart. 'Cause I am waiting to be found. You will know me by the sound. So play a song upon the strings of my heart. Play a song upon the strings of my heart. Play a song upon the strings of my heart. Like a couple when first love is new, swearing they will never part. Play a song upon the strings of my heart. 'Cause I am waiting to be found, and you will know me by the sound. So play a song upon the strings of my heart. All right, thank you. Play a song upon the strings of my heart. That's another pretty old song that I wrote, that I wasn't sure I liked when I wrote it, but then my friend John Wood said he liked it, and then his wife Lisa said that it was the best song. So Lisa, thanks for keeping that on my repertoire. That was really nice. I really appreciate that. Here's a song that I wrote when a relationship didn't work out, and but it really applies well for the whole scene we're in right now. You're on the other side of town, and I'm alone here in my room. And the other side of town might as well be on the moon. Well, I got used to seeing you more and more with every day. I never dreamed we'd be so close and yet so far away. It seems there's endless reasons why we mustn't even try. And like the passing seasons, we'll just let love pass by. You're on the other side of town, and I'm alone here in my room. And the other side of town might as well be on the moon. In fact, you're only miles from me. In truth, you're worlds away. And dreaming we could ever be is just a game we play. In my dreams I often float high up in the sky, and in those dreams I'm dreaming, you're dreaming you can fly. Will you leave your bedroom window and come hurrying to me? And in those dreams this moment lasts for all eternity. You're on the other side of town, and I'm alone here in my room. And the other side of town might as well be on the moon. In fact, you're only miles from me. In truth, you're worlds away. And dreaming we could ever be is just a game we play. All right, thank you. The other side of town. I've got a few more tunes for you here. I actually hit record back there on the machine, so figured I'd just record a bunch of my songs tonight. Since everyone's been saying, why don't you record your songs? Just do them all at once on one radio hour. How's that? But I'm really, really grateful to have an audience. I imagine you embodied as the image of me holding a guitar, staring back at me from a computer screen. It's really wonderful. I would much rather see you than see my mouth moving and myself talking to myself. But I can imagine that those are your hands waving. And just imagine they're my hands, not even on the screen. I just got real small, and I'm just standing in front of your computer with a guitar, and I'm waving. And sending some love. Give me something to hold on to. My feet can't feel the ground. My eyes can't see what I'm reaching for. I need something that I can hold on to. And Give me something to believe in. I don't know what to do. I'm fading fast. I'll be gone so soon without something that I can hold on to. And I know I get by on my own, but I don't know why I keep going on when all I do is cry. So if hope is an illusion and doubt is all you know, and you need someone who knows how you feel, well, we all need that. And so hold on to me, I'll hold on to you, and I'll never let you go. But I know I get by on my own, but I don't know why I keep going on when all I do is cry. So if hope is an illusion and doubt is all you know, and you need someone who knows how you feel, well, we all need that. And so hold on to me, I'll hold on to you, and I'll never let you go. All right, give me something to hold on to. It's a love song that I wrote there. I hope you're enjoying the music, folks. I've got a few more here for you. I went over time already, and I know it's the union rep. It's their birthday tonight, so I don't think they'll be coming around. I checked the database. I'm fairly confident that I can get away with this, so I'm going to play a couple more. River days, sleeping in the shade of a cottonwood tree, with sweet memories of yesterday, oh, that you spent with me. Happy days, games we used to play, we laughed till we cried, we loved and we sighed, but time slips away like leaves floating by on a river day. We're floating down the bank by the old bridge with you when all my dreams came true. The river flowed by like clouds in the sky. What's past is past and can't come back. Still I pray that someday way will lead to way, and what seemed like the end was only a bend along the stream of endless dreams come true. When life's again an endless river day with you. always sliding down the bank by the old bridge with you when all my dreams came true. Oh, the river flowed by like clouds in the sky. What passes past and can't come back. Still I pray that someday a way will lead to way, and what seemed like the end was only a bend along the stream of endless dreams come true. Oh, when life's again an endless river day with you. All right, River Days, River Days. I feel like I'm forgetting some tune that I really wanted to do. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for tuning in. It's really it's such an important thing for me, playing music, and this live stream is really, really vital to my life. Thank you so much. Let's see. Oh, I'm going to play a very silly one right now. Very serious song that I wrote here. It's the most serious song of mine because it's the most realistic. Oh, Jim and Joe. Oh, yeah, that's a good request. All right, well, I'll do Jim and Joe here, yeah. Thank you for that. All right, this is another song that humorously contains some slightly autobiographical material. I have an ex-girlfriend who's a really good friend of mine. And after we started dating, she was telling me about another guy that she dated before. She dated me, and his name was Joe. And he had 2 missing front teeth. So I said, oh, I guess I just reminded you of Joe. So, she said, he's nothing like you. Oh, that's cool. So, you know, the song is only based on that one line. She said there was some kind of magic in my smile. Couldn't say what drove her crazy for my style. Well, I could have swore she loved me, well, how was I to know? I just reminded her of Joe. Well, I cannot forget the first time we met. It seemed like the first time I really knew. Oh boy, I want to do that again. All right, give me a second chance here, folks. I would like to get this right here so I can get it recorded here. I got the machine running back there. I set everything up all nice like this. Had to give a few false starts. In a reggae band, when someone makes a false start, I used to play in a lot of reggae bands. They just... someone starts messing up real loud, and then the whole band starts messing up, and then it just starts again. Well, she said there was some kind of magic in my smile. I couldn't say what drove her crazy for my style. I could have swore she loved me, but how was I to know? I just sometimes you have to false start more than once. All right. Sorry about that. Here we go. You get the picture? I met her. Everything seemed cool. Seemed great. She said there was some kind of magic in my smile. Couldn't say what drove her crazy for my style. Well, I could have swore she loved me. How was I to know? I just reminded her of Joe. Well, I cannot forget the first time we danced. It seemed like the first time we really knew romance. She said she had given me her heart and her soul. Turns out I reminded her of Joe. A handful for a while life was but a dream. Oh, it turns out it was two dreams, it seems, because I dreamed she loved me and she dreamed I was Joe. As the dreams faded, the truth began to show. We began to see things different than we did before. Turns out we weren't so alike, good old me and Joe. One day she left with these final words. She said, Jim, you ought to know, you had just reminded me of Joe. And so I decided to give Joe a call to see if we were really like each other at all. When I heard his story, I could not believe my ears, 'cause it sounded just like mine, right down to the tears. She said there was some kind of magic in his smile. Couldn't say what drove her crazy for his style. And one day she left with these final words to him, Joe, you just reminded me of Jim. Oh, it's pretty rough, right? It seems like a tough ending, right? But just when the story seems about to end, turns out there's a twist, 'cause Joe and I are friends. You know, Joe's the kind of pal you're lucky to find. Seems like the two of us are really of one mind, and we see eye to eye on one thing's for sure, we never remind ourselves of her. All right, there you go. Jim and Joe. Well, hope you're enjoying the music, folks. Certainly a huge pleasure for me to play for you, and I'm going to play a few more tunes. I'm going to play a song right now that's a dedication and a song in memory of a dear friend whose memory lives in me, as he made a profound effect on who I am by being a really important childhood friend at a very pivotal time. The song goes out to my friend Joel. Not the tuning song, this one. I'm glad you're here. Old friend of mine. I'm glad you're here. I have a glass of wine. Let's raise a toast to days gone by, to way back when we could fly. Though your spirit soared over the mountain peak, my heart lies buried in the valley I'm glad you're here. In memory, where nothing could ever come between you and me. Though with time we fade away, and salty tears will flow to the sea someday. There is a star in heaven above that shines with lights of those who loved. And though your spirit soared over the mountain peaks, my heart lies buried in the valley so deep. I'm glad you're here. In memory, where nothing could ever come between you and me. All right, thank you so much. Thank you. I'm glad you're here. Oh, hey, Dad, thanks. Upstate New York song. I haven't played that for a long time. I haven't played on guitar in a long time. Boy, here's another song with some personal history. So that last song is dedicated to the memory of my friend Joel Rossi. And to his continued existence in memory. And here's a song that I wrote, mining my past for song material. We drove north to see the colors of the upstate New York fall. We stopped at an apple stand, and you laughed, as I recall. Oh wait, that's not the lyric. Let me get the lyric right. We held hands, so you get to laugh later. You start by holding hands, you know. It's like you hold hands, and then it's like, all right, it's pretty good. I think I'll laugh. We drove north to see the colors of the upstate New York fall. We stopped at an apple stand. We held hands, as I recall, a dozen apple cider donuts and I think we ate them all. You licked the sugar from my hands. Oh, and I laughed as I recall. Oh, kids were picking pumpkins, and we dreamed of staying there. A life as country bumpkins, just building our castles in the clean country air. Well, I cherished every moment, that winter, that spring, that fall. Oh, when the ground froze, we broke apart, and now I cry as I recall. Oh, kids were picking pumpkins, and we dreamed of staying there. A life as country bumpkins, building our castles in the clean country air. Well, I cherished every moment, that winter, spring, or that fall. Summer, spring, and fall. When the ground froze, we broke apart. And now I cry as I recall. All right. Oh, kind of countryish song that I wrote called As I Recall. Well, let's see. I'm getting through a whole lot of my tunes here, and I'm sure glad you're all here listening, and thanks for sticking with me and spending so much time. I just really feel like playing today, so I've gone overtime. I'm playing 2 shows today. You're getting a double. I'm going to do a new song. I'm going to do a couple of songs that I did at the beginning again because they're brand new, and I would like to just get a good version of them down on a recording, and I'm running the machine back there. So, well, have I lost my mind? Is there a question? And have I gone crazy? I cannot answer. But time is not a line, a twisting passage, and I'm trying to find some missing marbles. Well, have I gone nuts? Without a doubt. Am I insane? Who can be sure? Well, there's a right way to do the wrong thing, it's true, when the right thing to do is completely garbled. 'Cause mostly I see nothing but your eyes inside my mind. You fill my life with a dream I have of you. Sometimes the clouds' reflective hue turns the brown grass and the green fields to blue. But mostly I see only with the eyes inside my mind. You fill my life with the dream I have of you. And is this love? It's in the doing. It's heaven above, the love we're making. So when the letters fall away from the words I didn't say. I know the one word remaining is you. 'Cause mostly I see nothing but your eyes that fill my mind, filling my life with the dream I have of you. And mostly I see nothing but your eyes inside my mind, fill my life with the dream I have of you. All right, thank you so much, folks. I have 2 more songs for you, and it's really great for me to play music and know that there's an audience out there listening. I'm incredibly grateful, and I'm sure grateful for people hanging out so long. I've done a double tonight, and it feels pretty good. I used to do a lot of long sets. I used to do a lot of long sets. I don't make any sense anymore. Mostly, I used to make a lot of long sense. Now I make a lot of short nonsense. Boy, what was I saying? Here's a new song that I wrote. She waxes, she wanes, she never remains full or idle. She always returns, and so do I. So do I. She gives as the night, and day cannot rob her of her dreams. They wane and they wax and they return, singing love songs to the sun. She waxes, she wanes, she never remains full or idle. She always returns, and so do I, so do I. She gives as the night, and day cannot keep her from her dreams. They wane and they wax and they return, oh, singing gratitudes of the sun. She waxes, she wanes, she always returns, so do I. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I have one more final song for you, and thank you so much for spending so much time with me this evening and for listening to so many of my songs. I know the world's full of so many good songs, and I like to play other people's songs a lot. And I'm inspired by other people, and a lot of times songs come out of relationships that I have with other people. If they're just someone who stops by walking and sits next to me on a porch or something, and we talk, and they say something that sounds like a song, and then you know, bounces around in your head, and a couple of days later, you might not even know where something came from. Just have a little melody or a couple of words, and so something that a very cool person who I've just met, Brian Schoenman, who helps run Trajectory, said today was everything we do is a collaboration, and I like that a lot. And I'd like to remind you once again that we have a really awesome show. I'd like to mention that I always forget to say that we're on Wiat land, and we want to recognize the history of this place and the fact that this is Wiat land, this area that we live in, and where the sanctuary is located in Arcata, along the coast here. I want to tell you about our show on Wednesday. It's Wonders Day Wednesday, and it's going to be a really awesome show. There's going to be poetry. There's going to be the Monster Project, which is a really cool project, art project through Trajectory. There's going to be some stuff from Zero Waste. Our amazing songwriter, really cool person, Jim Silva, our neighbor, is going to come and sing some songs that are related to that are songs that are examples of how music can represent, can support something good, and have a really good message. So it's going to be a really cool show. I encourage you to tune into that. And then there of course Daniel shows tomorrow. That's always great. And Julio's going to be on Thursday. And then next week, and I'll be here on Friday as usual. Next week we have Women's Week, and we're celebrating with women hosts the whole week. So you can check the website for that calendar. And here in saying goodnight, I like to play my classic tune here. And sunset's embers have long since left the sky. The fire in the fireplace is about to die, and the only thing still moving are the stars in the sky. And good friends saying the long goodbye. Well, someone said it's getting late. Well, that was hours ago. Well, sleep will have to wait. There's laughter still to go. The conversation picks up with the twinkle of an eye. Good friends saying the long goodbye. They've stayed up past their bedtime. They'll be up all night, it seems. But when you have such good friends, the whole world might be a dream. They've hugged and shook hands more than once or twice, saying let's get together soon. You know tomorrow would be nice. Well, parting takes such efforts. They'll get to it by and by. Good friends saying the long the very long, the hours long. It's such a long, 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 long. been so long. Oh, da 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 da, the long goodbye. All right, thank you, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of everyone here at the J Street Regulars Radio Hour, I'd like to send out a lot of love to you and tell you that I'm thinking about you if you're lonely or having a hard time out there, or if you're regretting anything or feeling like you could have done something better or down on yourself, or, boy, any kind of these emotions that we have. If you're missing people, just imagine things can get better, and imagine a big hug coming through the ether from me to you. And I'm going to close my show the old-fashioned way. That's where I actually come here to the microphone, pass the microphone to the camera. That's right, folks. Until next time, this has been the J Street Regulars Radio Hour.